Let's get here.
Mr. Let's go on and have the conversation.
No, I've just asked you whether or not it was a coincidence.
Had absolutely nothing to do with this. It's interesting that we're here about this money. Mr. Wade is used to women that, as he told me one time, the only thing a woman can do for him is make him a sandwich. We would have brutal arguments about the fact that I am your equal. I don't need anything from a man. A man is not a plan. A man is a companion. And
say something so bad.
so there was tension always in our relationship, which is why I would give him his money back. I don't need anybody to foot my bills. The only man who's ever foot my bills completely is my daddy.
Is there anything else you would like to add to that?
No.
Sure.
But I'm sure we'll talk about it further.
No, we're not.
You have got to be kidding me. Let's talk about Fani Willis, and let's talk about what she said. Oh, my God. I can't believe she actually said this. Let's talk about what she said. I think most of y'all kind of get what Fani Willis is in for and all that stuff. Let's just get to the meat and potatoes of this, all right? Listen, man, this woman is 53 years old. She got 2 kids, and she's messing with a married man, getting bust down by a married man. And this type of attitude is kind of like the attitude of the women today. It's kind of the attitude of the black woman. This is the attitude of the black woman. This is what is hurting our community. Because you got black women that say, I don't need a man, I don't need this and that, but you're 53 years old with 2 kids and you don't even have a husband. Let's get there.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up.
Interesting. So you don't need a man, but meanwhile you're messing with a man who's married, right? So you're messing with the man, right? Not to mention, I heard you're also messing with a YSL guy named Big Nut, right? No pun intended. Very confused. Very confused. So very interesting on how this works. And so, I just think that we need to, I think this is the issue. I think this is the problem with the society. I think this is exactly why we don't have a successful black relationships. I mean, you got women like this. She's just literally up here telling you straight up, I don't need a man for nothing. He can't do nothing for me. He got to make me, he says that only thing a woman can do is make him a sandwich. Well, shout out to you, Mr. Wade. Maybe Mr. Wade got a little bit of sense. Because maybe he was saying that to you because he was like, man, this woman ain't somebody I want to be with. I'm just here for the money. And you happen to pay him $653,000. He was all in for the money. He was all in for the money. But anyways, if he wasn't, this is terrible. But hearing her talk like this is like, man, this is exactly why there's an issue with the black community when it comes to the women. Y'all can't think this way. I mean, there are good men out there. There are good men out there. You just got to go and find them. You got to stop choosing the bad ones. And you talking like this in your 50s? I don't need a man for anything. Only person that can pay my bills is my daddy. This sounds like something that a young girl would say. This sounds like something a young girl would say. But here's the truth. And then you said it that only thing you need a man can give is companion. That means that you need a man.
Sensational.
You definitely need a man. Straight up and down, man. Stop saying you don't need a man. Men don't walk around talking about, I don't need no woman. I don't need no woman. But y'all want to walk around and say you don't need a man. You saying that you don't need one is the exact reason why you need one.
Sensational.
It's the exact reason why you need one. Not to mention you in a whole heap of trouble, like they would say back in the day, right? She got so much going on with this case and Trump and all that. But at the end of the day, this was really funny to me that she made such a horrible comment on herself that I could see this blowing up in her face. But this is how the women think. This is that feminist mindset that keep them alone with a bunch of kids and cats.
Sensational.
And no man. No man. And you would think, she's a lawyer, she's a DA, she's making good money. She would be able to have somebody, right? And she goes and messes with a married man and messes up her entire case against the president of the United States, right? Or the ex-president of the United States, who's going to end up becoming the new president of the United States.
Sensational.
Just thought I'd throw that in there. But let me hear y'all thoughts about Fani Willis and what y'all think about her and how y'all think this is going to go. I think that my wife even mentioned it that she may end up getting fired and having to resign from being the DA after all of this. You can't go after the president and have dirt on you like this, because what Trump's team has done is they have totally deflected from the original case, and it's all about you now. This case is bigger than the Trump case about the Georgia election case. It's the Fani and Nathan Wade show now. So I think you might have barked up the wrong tree on that one. And, Trump is going through his legal battles and legal struggles, I see, but looks like he's probably going to be able to avoid this one. He might be able to avoid this one, man. Let me see what my man Rob said before we get up out of here. Shit, she was talking like she was 14 years old, saying something that she heard her mama say. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, man. It's distasteful too. It's like, come on now, you mean to tell me you can go out there and have kids with two, or I don't know how many baby daddies she got, but you can go out there and have 2 kids with a man, but you mean to tell me a man can't give you nothing? No, a man is a plan, lady. And most of the time, when a man enters a woman's life, he's there to not only protect and provide for her, he's there to upgrade her as well. When a man becomes the best version of himself, his family benefits from that. His wife would benefit from that. That's why, like, a lot of times when they're in a really nice home, and even if they're both working, if he's got the plan, she's got a nice car, they're working together, a man is an incredible upgrade to a woman. That's not saying anything in a bad way. That's why you have, even like foreign women, they're always making sure that the man that they're with like has enough money and can protect them and all these things, because they understand how important a man is. Why don't you?
Sensational.
Why don't you understand how important a man is? He must have been important enough for you to be able to sleep with him and have a baby with him and let him shoot up the club.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up.
But he couldn't be good enough for you to be able to stay with him, for him to marry you. Interesting. Interesting. I would love to hear that point of view. District Attorney Fani Willis. I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here, man. I'm going to end that show off, though. Ah, man. So that's my quick